Hi, and welcome to my mentor interview that I had with Motors Service and Supply. That is a family-owned auto parts store here in Wausau, Wisconsin. And I chose this because of the similarities between our family business, Baseman Shoe Store, and Motors Service and Supply. It was started in 1929, which everybody knows was the year of the stock market crash. So it wasn't really an exceptional year to start business, which is equivalent to our family business as well. And about the same time, within 5 years or so, Gene Bartel actually took over Motor Service and Supply, as did my father take over Baseman Shoe. And going forward a little bit, it is both similarities as far as a brother and sister running and carrying on the tradition of the family business. And again, they are located here in Wausau on a Central Bridge, which is actually right by Culver's. And I'd like to introduce to you Lori, obviously on the left-hand side, and her brother Brad Bartel. They currently run the family business together. My mentor, although Brad did help, is Lori mainly. And they are carrying on this family tradition in such a wonderful way, and they treat their employees and their customers both like family. Previously, I've talked about the shipping and receiving and purchasing, and here's Dawn Burkloff, who actually handles that. And likewise, I interviewed Jeff Manning about the inventory control and any IT questions that we have regarding the handheld scanner for the inventory purposes. And they are 18 strong staff members, and that is including Lori and Brad, so there are 16 of them. And here's a wonderful photo of the staff members. And although some may leave, they always come back, and there are people that have been with Motor Service and Supply for literally 3 decades. That says something of the standards that they hold just by themselves. So locally, the impact that they have had on Wausau is obviously the long-standing reputation that comes with owning a business. They emphasize integrity, the trust, retention of customers, and that goes back through generations. They have literally on their second and third generations of return customers, as well as the quality. Quality says it all, and the excellent customer service, and knowing that the customer can get what they need. And then finally, they do give back to their community wholeheartedly, and they really practice what they preach. Globally, they use an auto supplier or wholesaler called Auto Plus. Auto Plus is a US-based company that was established in 2010, and they're also called jobbers from what I understand, but basically it is, like I said, a wholesaler. Their 5-year plan is to be one of the largest automotive aftermarket companies in the United States. And by incorporating technology, they'll be able to fulfill this goal. So it is important to realize that although they are only local and they are through the U.S. right now, their goal is to obviously expand, and they can do that in several ways with e-commerce and a bunch of various other ways. Their core values of Auto Plus, which also Motor Service and Supply rely on, is integrity, which obviously will make up for the hold a person accountable. Passion, which means that they have to have the best customer service in the world. And then pride, and that's pride to the team members, as well as a safe and clean environment. The vision of Auto Plus is to have a talented workforce. Secondly is to have the best in-class technology. In today's age, that means a lot of change and revamping. And then finally, to have a fast expansion of distribution and service networks so that they can have happy customers throughout and continue to grow. Now, the mentor questions that I particularly asked Lori are as follows. I wanted to know, how did you know what she wanted to do today's world, and could she share her story? I know I'm limited on time, so I'll just bullet point that it was a family business, so she chose the family business as well as having a family at a young age. So it was convenient and gave her the opportunity, offered her flexibility in raising her child, and also stability. And when I asked Lori about the current career decisions, if she was happy, she said she was very happy. Because of the variety of duties, she has to wear many hats. Sometimes she's HR, sometimes she's accounting, and it's just never a dull moment. So she's definitely happy, and it's carrying on the family legacy. In addition, I asked Lori, were there any other opportunities that maybe she regretted not taking? And she said somewhat. She had never attended college, and that was one thing that she probably would have gone if she hadn't had family business to fall back on. She wanted to be able to go down the social work avenue. However, she said in today's world, she's glad she didn't go through the social work because of all the issues that we have in the world. So in the end, she doesn't regret choosing family over her education. It was well worth it. And Lori said that if she could do something differently, what would she do? And the only thing that she really said is take some accounting courses. Because right now she's learning by trial and error rather than actually knowing first from a educational standpoint of how to do certain things. She kind of is learning by the seat of her pants. And when I asked her about job hunting or career choice advice for graduates, Lori once said to get back to the basics. A lot of people forget when you're having an interview or meeting with a potential employer, they're not shaking hands, you're not having the eye contact. People don't follow up with a thank you letter. So be courteous and respectful and look them in the eyes and be sure to thank them. And then, like I said, any obstacles, working in a family-run business. This was something I personally understand. And Lori said that surprisingly, they really don't have any obstacles, that her and Brad get along well, but they also separate work from home and family, and that each role needs to be operated on its own and don't bring with it any baggage. It's important to realize that this is a business and there's a chain of command that needs to be followed and accepted, and it isn't personal. So that is extremely important. And when I asked Lori what the greatest satisfaction it came from, working in a long-standing family business, the main thing that Lori stated was, number one, carrying on what their father worked so hard to build and took pride in doing so. So to carry on his legacy, have the pride in the community, and have the generations, not just single return customers, but generational return customers is fantastic. So in the end, what I'd like to say is that I found this a fascinating opportunity to find the comparisons between Baseman's, our family-owned ran business, to Motor Service and Supply, and learn more about the workings and the dealings of Motor Service and Supply. And what I found is that they really truly are a family-owned business. They treat their staff like family, and that's rare in this day and age. It's very important. And here you will find my mentor log, which basically outlines who I spoke to and on what day I spoke to them, as long as how many hours for reference point. And attached are my references. And in conclusion, I would like to throw a big thank you out there for letting me into Motors Service and Supply, and for Lori and Brad and the whole staff. I appreciate all the time that you took out of your busy schedule and letting me learn more about how you all work and come together and just make it look so easy. So thank you and have a great day.